Hey fellow agents, this is Agent Smith and we are playing Quest for Glory 4. So we are awake now on the 4th day. I found 30 gold in that lantern on the left side. That's pretty cool. Or 30 crowns, should I say. So let's go back. I'm going to talk to the Leshy real quick, and then we're going to go back and hopefully there's no issue with this. I hear he has puzzles and you have to have certain things for them to work, and I think the bush might have been part of this. I have a feeling it's going to be the next one. I have a feeling I fucked up. But what are we gonna do? Maybe, I mean, I couldn't sneak back. I don't know. Might have had to change the order of events, so we'll see here in a moment. And if that's the case, then I'll change some of the things I did, or at least the order to which I do things here. I have a save that's right before that, before stepping in. See ya ho. To the right. These maps are not as easy to... I'm glad I chose to use a map because it's not easy to follow all of these. Alright, it's back this time. Okay.
The bush seems to be just out of...
We're gonna play this game today.
The bush...
How about I just take this bush? Oh, okay, we are playing this game. Alright, buddy.
It doesn't...
He's got nothing better to do with his time than to sit here and make me fucking chase him around from bush to bush. This guy is mildly annoying with his silly games. Alright.
Hi there!
Hello.
3 and 3 and 3 make 9!
Yes,
Who
they
lives
do.
among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now, who's in the lake?
Who's in the lake? The Rusalka.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Push is here. In the rye with disappear.
What?
No one seems... No one's...
Well, now, I don't have the answer to that one. But I knew the Rusalka one. Interesting. Well, I'm going to head back to town, like I said. I was supposed to be a riddle that had to do with bushes that was in here, but I think I solved that one already, and I don't think I get points for them anyway, so it's not a problem. I figured out what to do with it. It was only fucking logic. There's a hole in the ground. There's a bush in the slime. Get the slime bush and put it in a hole in the ground. He'll tell you to do that if he gets to that riddle, but I never got him a chance to, so don't need his help. He would have told me to find a bush in the slime. So I might have broke him. Either way, let's head back into town. It's the next day and everything, and see, like I said, get our potions and things like that, talk with all the peeps of this town, and see if anything has changed, any updates.
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery.
Really?
It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. If we can but manufacture Dr. Cranian's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the great Shapirian desert.
That's not a bad idea.
There are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there is the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
Well, I just so happen to have my book that actually might be able to help you with all that. Good morning, Crafton. Dr.
Say
Cranium.
hello to the scientist.
You are always welcome in my laboratory. However, I do wish you would wipe your shoes a little more carefully before entering.
You say so. Let me tell you more about my time in Shapir.
You relate the tale of your journey to Shapir, how you saved 2 cities from the
Shapir.
evil vizier Ad-Avis and his elemental minions.
Now you are talking science. The elements are the building blocks of everything in nature. I am sure I have never heard of anyone constructing creatures purely of a single element, but it certainly makes scientific sense. You say this Ad-Avis referred to a dark master here in Moldavia? I am sure I have never heard of such a one here.
It's you.
There are rumors of strange goings-on in the castle, but I do not credit such tales without scientific observation to back them up.
So you're seeing is believing, huh? Okay. What's this thing you're talking about? Tell me about yourself today, man.
I have been feeling a bit dehydrated lately. It is this dry mountain air. Perhaps when I complete my rehydration solution, I can do something about the problem.
The more of your science.
Very important to understand the...
Oh, I already know all that stuff. Can you? Oh, good. He can bring up the other things again. Stamina potions.
If you want to...
No. Healing potions.
Here you are.
Yes.
One freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly.
Nice, nice. A poison cure.
Here you are. One freshly brewed universal poison antidote.
What about this rehydration solution?
You need my world-famous rehydration solution. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the elemental formula of its main ingredient. Perhaps you can help.
I sure can. I happen to have the book. You're looking for Romburn. Romburn. That would be fire, earth, fire, air, earth. Fire, earth, fire, air, earth.
Yes, that sounds just right. By the way, I could use some goo for one of my experiments. It would be most kind if you could bring me some when you return for the rehydration solution.
I can give you some right now, brother. Tell me about rehydration.
Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the animal ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form.
Okay.
Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here.
It's literally in the margins of the book I have, but they're hard to find, so that's why I had to pull up a separate list for them.
I spent some time in death.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for all that information. I happen to have your goo here. A flask of goo.
That is terrific! This is just what I need for my experiments! As I promised, here is your rehydration solution.
You're already done with it? Why, thank you. Is it water? It's probably just water. Dr. Cream's patented rehydration solution bears a suspicious resemblance to a flask of ordinary water. Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, thank you anyway.
Rehydration may prove to be a crucial step on the way to an even more important discovery: instant water.
I think he gave us a flask of water. Sure, it'll come in handy for something, though. Shoot, boy. So...
Have a seat.
Okay.
Why, no, better leave the seats here. But why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or maybe just sit.
So, I waited through the night because there's not much to do, and this is happening now. Apparently there's a Jester living here, so I'm gonna go ahead and give him a talking to. Or sit down and see the show, one or the other. Introduce yourself to the gnome. It's a gnome.
Pleased to meet you. I could tell by your outfit that you were no ordinary rube. Punny Bones, the name. Jokes
Oh,
a
Lord.
fair game. I'm a pro punster.
Well, this will be interesting. Greetings.
Thank you, thank you. I always like to meet a receptive audience. It's always good to see you. It means you're not behind my back.
It's true. Well, talk to me, buddy. Where's your home? Your gnome's home.
Be they ever so humble, there's nobody stays home. I've been on the road so long, I have flat tires on my feet. I go wherever I can tell a good joke, and many places where I can't.
What about gnomes?
I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few laughs together.
Okay. Show business?
Hey, my last tour was a great success. I outran everyone. But there's no business like show business. With me, the show must go on and on and on.
I enjoyed the humor. He almost looks feminine. Tell me about your jokes.
I got millions of them. Problem is, I can't remember most of them, and the ones I do remember should have been buried long ago. I used to be worth my wit in gold, but oh, it's a long story. Ask me about it some other time.
I will, probably in the morning. Thank you. Let me sit down and get some food. You guys got anything interesting new to say?
Hey, I've been looking high and low for you, and I obviously wasn't looking low enough. You trying to upstage me or something? Show business is tough enough without competition from you. One day they're putting your footprints in cement, and the next day you're mixing it. So sit down, relax, and catch the show before it gets away.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Sit down, relax, and watch this show.
Good evening, ladies and germs. A funny thing happened on the way to Moldavia. I got here. I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "Do you know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says, "No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it." You may as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier. I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course, that's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on? Seriously, folks, I went to the doctor just the other day, and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The doc replied, "I'm getting married." I know I had an audience when I came in here. Anyhow,
was really bad.
Show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been a swell bunch of seats.
Phew. The gnome has stopped speaking. Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you've heard the punchline yet.
That's about right.
What did you think of my
They all
performance?
felt that
Was
way.
I hilarious or what?
Yeah, it's alright, I guess.
This is an inn or a cemetery. I've had livelier times at funerals. Some help you were. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But why? And get out of show business?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's what you should do, but whatever. Thank you.
Leaving so soon? Good night, and thanks for all the fish.
Yeah, your jokes suck, buddy. I'm gonna go to my room. Go to bed in horror. We'll talk to you in the morning.
You unlock the door to your room. In your sleep, you seem to hear voices.
Dreams.
Do you see him?
Yes, he is sleeping. Most likely in the inn, although it is hard to focus the vision enough to tell.
I do not understand why you did not just capture him in the first place. These charades you play are foolish.
Silence! To serve us, it will be for the best if he acts under his own free will. Why make an enemy out of a willing tool? Oh, but I forget. He is already your enemy.
This is not someone to play games with, I say. If he finds out what is going on, he will never cooperate. Besides, you risk his death. Mordavia is a very dangerous place.
That's
I
true.
think he is quite capable of taking care of himself. Besides, I have ways of making him cooperate, as you well know. I will use them only if I must.
The voices fade off into oblivion.
Somebody's watching me
You
through the
awaken
nights.
as the sun begins to rise.
Each night it's some new random shit. Let's go check on this door at the end of the hall, see if the Jester is up. Ah, of
A voice
course.
from behind the door says, "Oops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you."
You are a jackass. I guess I should check for traps. Even his garlic is smiling.
How are you? Come in and have a sit, why don't you?
As you sit down, a rude noise comes from the chair seat.
Gets you every time. A million laughs. How are you? Good to see you.
Your jokes are horrible, sir.
Drop in. Speaking of dropping in, did you hear the one about the bad waiter? Seems like he was always dropping in. Dropping in. Get it? Didn't think so. No one got a sense of humor anymore. Not even me.
Dropping in. I don't get it. I know.
Hey, welcome into the inn. Pleased to meet you. Sit down, have a seat. Oh, we did that already, didn't we?
You tell about some of your adventures.
What was that you were saying about saving Spielberg?
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So you're the guy that made me lose my sense of humor.
No.
If you hadn't made Baba Yaga mad, I never would have told the joke that made her take my humor away.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try, don't know why, gotta fly, say goodbye. What's the matter? You a music critic, so I can't tell a joke? Sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A phoebe of a fool. A dweeb dunce. As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex, so to speak.
Huh. Tell me the curse.
Pathetic, ain't it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke blues.
Where'd you find
She
her?
has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be towed. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in Nowhere Land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned.
Okay. I think I could do that for you, buddy. Tell myself.
Guten Tane, ask me again, I'll tell you my name. Seriously, folks, the name is Bones. Punny Bones. I'm just a jester. Professionally speaking, of course.
What do you do as a jester?
Hey, I'm a professional fool, so don't try this at home, kid. Unfortunately, more people laugh at me than at my jokes lately. It's hard to be hilarious when your sense of humor is defunct.
Okay.
Punny,
And the
you
name?
should ask about that. Making jokes is in my bones, make no bones about it. But my puns have been sort of boneheaded lately.
That's why you choose Punny Bones. Tell me about this place.
This place is really dead, you know. I've had a livelier audience in a graveyard. What do they know about humor? They think a guy falling into a mud puddle is a major joke, like lots of yucks, huh? Now,
Yeah, like
a
slapstick.
man being tripped into a mud puddle, that's comedy.
And you got
What
any
do I
rumors?
hear? Let me see. Well, the talk of the town is you. No one knows how you got here or what are you doing, and they're still all a bit leery of strangers. You should see some of the looks they give me. You'd think they never saw a gnome before, or you, for that matter.
Okay. Well, it looks like we need to figure out this Baba Yaga thing.
The chicken seems to be made out of rubber. What's rubber, you ask? You also consider how it would taste cooked in garlic.
Let's see if we can take this chicken.
The rubber chicken squeals as you pick it up and squeeze it.
Ooh, why was I
Well,
walking
you
so
left
fast?
the keeper now. You obviously rubber the right way. Rubber, get it?
You are ridiculous. Well, thank you. Now we need to figure out what we could do
So
for
I
his
ask you,
quest.
what do you call a dinosaur crashing into a wall?
Crashosaurus.
Late for supper, of course. See you later, crocodile.
What's this? What is with the speed? Oh.
Look, he is safely locked away. We should wait a bit to see if the gravedigger shows up.
Well, there you go. Igor's missing. That ties it. The little weasel never goes anywhere, for crying out loud.
They do not say what they're saying.
With that wacko, crazy, cuckoo doctor.
Why else would that gypsy be so darn close to town? He got a taste for meat.
It was a full moon outside last night, I'm telling ya.
Here, somebody's going to jail. Justice must be served, even for that little gravedigger.
Justice? We don't even know if a crime has really been committed. Just relax, go home or to the inn. The gypsy goes nowhere. We can decide what to do later.
We decided to do
But
what now?
Later, go home.
And check my speed. Why is my speed so high? What's going on?
Hold it, Flick. Don't you know what a werewolf is? A man who turns into a wolf.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah, when he's sunbathing at night, you know? It's the full moon that does it.
Listen, the werewolf eats children, which don't make him all bad.
Igor was not a child.
Hey, Yuri's daughter was eaten by one, huh?
No one knows what happened to Tanya. You cannot say she was eaten.
What else could have happened? I mean, we have the werewolf that did...
It'll break out of your little trick-or-treat jail and eat us all.
Hans, not one word about Tanya eaten by a werewolf will you make to Yuri. He and Bella have been hurt too deeply. As you are a man, do not open the wounds again.
Well, I'll tell you what, you suit yourself, pal. But at least they can be avenged now upon the werewolf!
Okay.
The gravedigger's missing!
I mean, we looked everywhere. He's usually under my wife's bed.
We even tried to talk to that quack Dr. Cranium.
That ridiculous doorbell!
At first, we thought he might be lost.
Then we found the gypsy.
Hey, they're actually on sync with the
The
words.
gypsy did it. He toasted Igor.
Yeah, and then he ate him. Check his breath. It smells like Igor.
Poor Igor.
What about this gypsy now?
I'm telling you, gypsies are werewolves.
Yeah, Gypsies are all tramps and thieves!
Gypsies cannot
Last time I came there, they didn't seem happy with thieves.
I think we're fixing to have one less gypsy around here.
Okay. What do you know of this?
A gypsy was found right outside the town gates. We brought him here for questioning.
Really?
Why don't you have a bake sale, pal, and send away for a clue? Everyone knows that gypsies are werewolves.
Yeah, little Igor was somebody's Big Mac, and you want us to just go home?
That werewolf is a danger to us all. Think of our families and our mistresses.
Do you think I would endanger the town by allowing him to escape? The gypsy is securely locked up. He will not get away.
Okay, and what about werewolves?
Werewolves are mere peasant tales.
You wanna see a peasant tale, pal? Look, we all know that werewolves are real.
Yeah, I saw the movie. They turn into wolves by the full moon.
It's a movie.
They are harmed only by silver in wolf form.
They're allergic to wolf's bane.
There's a poem about it, okay? Even a man who's pure in heart.
And says his prayers by night.
Enough! Enough! It is all hearsay and speculation.
Okay.
May become a wolf when the wolf bane blooms.
Oh, that's beautiful. And the autumn moon is bright.
Or so the charming legend says.
Okay. Tell me about yourself, Burgermeister.
I am trying to do the job to which I was appointed. I am trying to make certain that justice...
Justice? Justice schmustice, Einstein. Was it justice that little Igor was murdered and wound up the blue plate special?
Yeah, the murderer was caught, and I want to hit him. Let the punishment begin.
Right. Then we'll have justice.
Am I the Burgomaster or am I not? I have said all that there is to be said about this subject.
And what happened to this grave digger?
Grave digger was missing last night.
And we matriculated on down to the cemetery to search, see?
Yeah, but we didn't have far to go. Just outside town, we caught ourselves a werewolf.
These guys are assuming
Yeah,
because
but
he's
we
missing.
found no trace of poor old Igor.
Yeah.
Enough! Igor is missing. We do not know what happened to him.
And we have a guy who supposedly a werewolf. Alright, so what's going on then?
It is none of your...
Perfect. The gravedigger Igor's been killed.
And we captured a werewolf.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged.
Go home. Just go home, all of you. You do not know the truth yet.
We're gonna make the little gypsy tell the truth, don't you worry.
Yeah, let's see how much lying he does after we take his teeth out by hand.
Dimitri, dude, listen, we...
No, you listen, all of you. There is nothing to be done until we know all the facts. Now go home and let me do my job, please.
Okay. Alright, well, let me go and talk to him myself. Since he said he's in the jail for him.
The gravedigger is missing, and the gypsy just happened to be near the front gate when we were searching for Igor. He is suspected of being a werewolf and of having eaten Igor.
But you obviously don't believe in the werewolf part of it. What about this prisoner?
You can talk to the gypsy yourself. He hasn't said much to anyone.
And the townspeople?
Sometimes I think Mordavia is cursed. We live with so much real and present danger that we start to imagine things and overreact.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Just because some folks find a gypsy when Igor is missing, they blame the gypsy. Now everyone in town thinks the gypsy is a raving werewolf out to eat us all. They act like frightened fools.
Okay. Tell me about yourself
I'm
again.
not certain what to do. I don't think that the Gypsy had anything to do with Igor, but unless there is some real proof, the Gypsy will burn. I can't leave the Gypsy here by himself, yet someone needs to find out about Igor. Everyone else in town just assumes the Gypsy is guilty. Igor is missing, and the townspeople seem sure that this Gypsy is the cause.
Okay.
I am not so sure myself, but there's very little I can do until Igor is found.
I'll see what I can do to find him. Let me go talk to this Gypsy. So you're a Gypsy.
The Gypsy looks at you with disdain.
And what do you know about werewolves?
The Gypsy spits in your general direction.
Oh, jeez, okay.
The Gypsy glares at you in sullen silence.
Well, I don't think there's much I can do here. But we'll go out and explore into the world for a bit and see if we can figure out both of these puzzles that we've got going. We've got one that's going to be with regards to...
It is possible that the gravedigger is still alive. If you are going wandering outside of town, please watch for him.
Okay.
Calm down, everyone. Give me a little more time.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, Gandhi, but we have waited long enough.
Yeah, he's right. I got first dibs. That Gypsy's gonna pay.
That Gypsy's gonna make Joan of Arc look like a piker. He's gonna burn at the stake.
Yes,
That's
yes.
intense.
If I cannot find out what happened to Igor before tomorrow, you shall have your burning.
Okay. So we have about a day to figure all of this stuff out. Intense. Alright, well, like I said, we'll get out there into the world, we'll take a look around, see what we can do. We'll have to check some of the places that we have, maybe talk to some of the people before we head on. But I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. It might be a bit short, I'm not quite sure, because I've had a lot of confusion trying to figure out what I was supposed to do in these last couple days. But it looks like we have a purpose now. So I'm going to go ahead and save here, and we'll try talking to the doctor, get our stuff before we leave, and then head on out, try to check the cemetery, and see if maybe in the evening we can come back and try to help this Gypsy out. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Hey fellow agents, don't forget to like and subscribe by clicking the button in the center of the screen. You can also find the last video by clicking the button to the left, and you can take a look at some of the other stuff I've done by clicking the button to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.